everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today I took you book shopping with me. Now, you've already seen me actually at the bookstores. I went to two different bookstores today. One is the biggest chain bookstore in New Zealand, Whitcoulls, and the other one was actually not a bookstore, it's a department store that sells books in New Zealand, The Warehouse. I was googling independent bookstores and one, nothing's open on a Sunday, and two, there aren't actually any in my local area. I would have had to have driven a bit further away or into areas I'm not familiar driving in, so I'll revisit that another day. But you've seen the book shopping. This is what I bought. The first place I went was Whitcoulls, as I said, and I ripped the bag because I'm a genius. But I got 3 books while I was there. Lore Olympus volumes 1 and 2. This is a graphic novel series that was originally online. I don't know if it's still online, but it says #1 webtoon comic. The art in these is absolutely gorgeous. It is so colorful and just so pretty. I want to read more graphic novels. I haven't really delved into that side of reading. I figured I would grab these. This one I believe just came out. These are really popular, so I have hope that the story will be enjoyable. My understanding is that this is a kind of reimagining, retelling of the Hades and Persephone myth from ancient Greece. For a while that put me off reading these because that original tale is like super creepy. I'm open to a new interpretation where it is less creepy. So I believe this is romantic. Sharply perceptive and romantic graphic novel. Yes, it's romantic. I purchased the 2 of these and you will not believe how expensive these were. This is why I do not read a lot of graphic novels and manga. I probably could have saved some money buying them online, but I did want to try and support New Zealand booksellers because there's just not very many of them and I'm scared they're gonna go out of business, so I try to buy things in store as much as possible. I did have a $5 coupon, so I used it. So yes, I have volumes 1 and 2 of Lore Olympus. I'll probably read these quite soon because they will be so quick and easy to get through. The other book that I got from Whitcoulls was honestly a little embarrassing to walk up to the counter with. I didn't want anyone to see that I was buying it, so naturally I'm putting it on the internet because that's what you do with the things you don't want people to know about. Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. This is an adult romance featuring aliens. Why did I buy this? I am so curious about this book because I've only heard good things about it and I just don't understand. Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin really enjoyed this book. So a whole bunch of women were abducted by aliens and the aliens started having ship trouble, so they left their cargo of human women, including our protagonist, on an ice planet. It's you can see where this is going, right? I can't with this book. Our protagonist, Georgie, is kind of the unofficial appointed leader of the group of human women. So she goes searching for help and instead stumbles upon this big blue-horned alien named Victor, who says that she's his mate, his chosen female, and that he'll help her people survive, but this poses a new problem. There is a price sticker blocking the rest of the synopsis. Here we go. If Victor helps us survive, I'm not sure he's going to want to let me go. No, probably not. This is the most ridiculous book I have ever owned, and honestly I'm kind of here for it. Then I went to the Warehouse, which I saw right when I walked in the door. When I started heading towards the book section, they had a dump bin with a bunch of books in it where it was 2 for $15 or $10 each, so I grabbed a couple of those. So I grabbed 2 books I've never heard of. Always a good start. Misfit by John Scoffron? This says it's an impeccably paced and unusually profound urban fantasy novel. So our protagonist, she is the daughter of an ex-priest, and he's the only family she's ever really known or had anything to do with, but he's really strict and he makes her go to the strictest Catholic school in Seattle, but her mum is a 5,000-year-old demon. So first of all, dude's not a very good priest. So that's a dynamic. So at 16th birthday, she's given a gift by her father, which has some unexpected consequences. Some changes, like strange and wonderful powers, and the cute skater boy with a knack for science are awesome. But others, like the homicidal demon seeking revenge on her family, not so much. This book screams post-Twilight, doesn't it? It was published in 2011. I'm very intrigued by this. Also, I think it looks pretty cool under the cover. I shouldn't be allowed to go shopping because my impulse control is really bad. The other book I got for that 2 for 15 deal was The Wood by Chelsea Bavalski. This sounds like a horror novel. It's about this girl named Winter who becomes responsible for taking care of the wood when her father unexpectedly dies. Only something is happening to the wood. I think it's a mythical wood. She's the one who must protect travelers who accidentally slip through its portals. But the wood is poisoned and something's going very wrong. All the leaves are turning black and leaking ink, and the creatures are becoming vicious. Winter must then put her trust in Henry, a young man from 18th century England who knows more than he should about the wood, in order to find the truth and maybe those they've lost. So I'm thinking the wood is like a space outside of time, because 18th century, but then on the back of the book it mentions anyone passing by on the 315 will see the dead withered branches and oozing black pus. So there's also a highway. So like that's not very 18th century. I'm intrigued by this. It also has a pretty cool cover. I've never heard about it, never seen it before in my life. Then I grabbed a book that I actually pre-ordered last year, but my pre-order ended up getting cancelled because it never arrived in the mail, and then the amount they refunded me wasn't enough to buy the book again because the price had changed. So I wanted it for a long time. Wings of Ebony by J.L. This, can I remember what it's about? Rue's family is her whole life. Rue's mother is murdered and she is snatched away by a father who abandoned her at birth, a father who now insists she must follow him to his home, a secret country of gods who wield a powerful magic. Rue's existence is a crime. There's never been a half god, half human. Thrive on human suffering. That's a fun sentence. Desperate to see her sister on the anniversary of their mother's death, Rue breaks Guy's most sacred law. She returns to Houston, only to discover that drugs flood the streets, black kids are being forced into crime and violence, and Tasha, her sister, is in danger of falling sway to the very forces that claim their mother's life. Worse still, evidence mounts that the evil plaguing East Row is the same one that lurks in Guyson, an evil that will stop at nothing until it has stolen everything from her. Rue must embrace her true identity and wield the full magnitude of her ancestors' power to save her hood before the gods burn it to the ground. But how can she pull it off when the enemy is everywhere? So I'm very excited to read this. According to the cover, it's a New York Times bestseller. We love that. But yes, I'm very, very excited to finally own this book and be able to read it. It is one that I've wanted to read for a very long time, and I love the metallic accents on this cover as well. I was very excited when I saw it in the bookstore. And then the final book that I bought, it's kind of random, Creatures of the Night by Grace Collins. Night is coming and so are they. This book is a Wattpad book. It says, make your way home at 5, be in the tunnels as the sun begins to fall, seal the entrance. These are the rules I grew up with, the ones I never dared to break until now. Melina finds herself caught between a world she has always known and trusted, and a fate that is far greater than she ever imagined. That's the synopsis. That's all they're giving me. It says equal parts suspense, mystery, and romance. I'm not expecting much suspense or mystery, but I'm here for the romance. Not gonna lie, I'm very intrigued by this. I mentioned this a little while back, my love of reading Wattpad when I was in high school or just out of high school. I read it for a long time. So it just gets me excited when I see books with synopses from the kinds of things I would read in Wattpad. Obviously this one actually was originally on Wattpad. I don't know if it still is, but it was at some point. I'm hoping that because it got published physically, like by an actual publishing company, this was published by Penguin, I'm hoping that the writing is decent and that the plot and the structure and everything holds up. It gives me werewolf book vibes because of this eye. Like, does that not look like it belongs on a wolf of some description? I'm intrigued and hesitant, but also excited. And that is all the books that I bought today. That is more books than one person should buy in one day, in one outing. But it's what I did. I bought a lot of stuff. I spent more money than I should, but I don't actually very often go book shopping. And it's fun to just look around at the books and to just feel out what I want to read and bring it home. I'm glad that I went and I could make this video and show you guys what book shopping is kind of like where I live. I don't live in America. I don't have access to the same kinds of bookstores that you guys do. So This is a typical bookshop experience for me, except I actually managed to get quite a few things. Normally I'll buy 2 or 3 things and that's it. Very happy with my haul from today as well. I also kind of wanted to show you guys what my local bookstores are like, or my local booksellers. Let me know down below if you spotted any books in this video that you think I should give a go, or if you have read any of the books that I purchased and what you thought of them. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you did. I do post videos every single week, so there is more coming and there is plenty more to watch if you're interested in seeing some of my older content. That's it for today's video, and I hope to see you next time in a new one. Bye!